This interview is being brought to you by BabyFightGear.com. Baby Fight Gear is dedicated to providing a single source for children's mixed martial arts. Inspired clothing, the softer side of tough sports. Our clothing is available in sizes newborn to toddler. Did you just have a fight card?
I did. I had a fight card on Saturday night.
Oh, cool. How'd that go?
He went fantastic. Yeah.
Awesome, man. How often do you do these fight cards?
I typically do, 2 to 4 a year. With the economy, we've done a little less. When the economy's better, we do a little more.
Now, is this still under the Sport Fight banner?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. And is that the promotion that you and Randy started years ago?
Yes, it is, and I've kept it going.
So I just did an interview with Jonathan Goulet, former UFC fighter. He was forced into retirement, I believe, at age 31 due to concussions. Not many people talk about the concussions in mixed martial arts, so do you think it's a bigger problem?
Yeah, no, I don't know too much about it. I mean, I know, there's a lot of talk about concussions in NFL, and I'm sure there's a lot of concussions in boxing as well as MMA. But you're right. I haven't heard a lot about the repercussions of all the head injuries in MMA. I really focus in our training to the guys that let's not get those concussions in training. Let's train smart, but you gotta balance hard training with smart training as well. But yeah, you can't take a whole lot of shots.
Yeah, and this guy was one of those guys, that went out there and basically said, "Punch me in the face, I'll punch you back." Right, Jonathan?
Yeah,
Goulet.
I got labeled, as a boring fighter at one point in my career because, I didn't want to trade punches, and I've heard that terminology. I just want to get out there and trade with this guy, and the only kind of exchanges I like to do is I hit you and you miss me. I mean, those are the kind of exchanges I like. If you start, wailing away on me, I'm gonna try to put you on the ground. If you don't punch so hard off your back. But yeah, I don't want to get a lot of concussions in my career, and towards the end of it, I suffered a couple knockouts. I lost to Vitor via knockout. I lost to Robbie Lawler via knockout. So, later in my career, I think that may have been a possibility too. I never really was diagnosed with concussions, but getting knocked out is probably being concussed, the same thing.
I was checking out an interview today you did probably 3 or 4 months ago, and in the interview, the interviewer asked you if you had one more fight, who would you like to fight? And you said Quinton Rampage Jackson. Now Jackson looks like he's on the way out of the UFC. He asked for his release. I believe this is his last.
Oh, I didn't see that. I really don't. I don't follow the whole gossip side of the things. I watch fights. I'm a fan of the sport.
Right.
I'm not a fan of all the bullshit and the politics and the business and God, there's just so many girls in this sport. I just want to see good fights. I want to train fighters. But I'm following the Olympics. I'm a fan of wrestling. I'm a fan of the judo. I'm a combat sports fanatic. I don't watch baseball or football. I don't do golf or NASCAR. But I am pretty passionate about combat sports. If I were to watch any other sports, it'd probably be equestrian eventing or something like that.
I guess my question is, are you done with competing in MMA at this point?
I'm focusing on my coaching right now. I'm out in Idaho training with Ivan Ivanov, who is the founder of the Bulgarian bag training system. With Suplees, and we're collab. I'm all about learning, constantly seeking out knowledge. I just drove 8 hours to Boise, Idaho to train with Ivan for 2 days and just get some knowledge from him. And I mean, guys like that have a wealth of knowledge, and when I got into this sport from wrestling, I did the same thing. I traveled, I fought on every continent. I traveled everywhere in the world. I trained with all the Europeans. I trained with the Cubans. And when I got into MMA, I started training with guys like John Hackelman and Laborio and Cesar Gracie and I mean, I just wanted to go out and absorb the knowledge and be surrounded with quality people. And the longer I'm in this sport, the more douchebags get into it, you know, and I just want to be around just quality folks like the names I mentioned.
Okay, man, let's talk about some of your students here. Last time we were talking, you know, it seemed like Patrick Healy was getting a bum deal in Strikeforce, but he finally gets that fight.
Well, he did get that fight. You know, I don't know if it's a bum deal. I just think he's had a hard road to get there. And, you know, it makes guys want it, I guess, a little more. I never said he got a bum deal in Strikeforce. That didn't come out of my mouth. It's just, you know, I don't like to see, you know, a guy like that that's on his way up, contending for a title, be put on undercard after undercard either. But now he's going to be fighting the main event, so you can't complain.
Yeah, well, I believe exactly what was said was you were talking about how Lyle Beerbaum was a number one contender. You know, he beat him. Nothing really happened. Then Carlos Fedor was a number one contender. If he won that fight, beat him, nothing really happened. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, but you know, we keep knocking off the top contenders, so eventually they got to give you a shot eventually.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure,
and Patrick's he's over in Hawaii helping BJ prepare, and I didn't quite catch all the news on that. I heard something about BJ's opponent actually fell out and they replaced the opponent or something, but I do know Patrick's over there, has been over there for a couple of weeks. You know, I think it's week by week how long he's gonna stay over there and train with BJ, but he'll definitely do his training camp at Team Quest in Gresham, Oregon, and we'll have Patrick well prepared for that fight.
When Patrick got that win, Ryan Couture was just notching another win. What'd you think about Ryan's progression in MMA?
Oh man, he's a good little fighter. You know, I mean, somebody that didn't grow up doing the sport and you know kind of took it up late in his life. But you know, I guess it just runs in his genes or something. I don't know. He's done really well. Every time I see Ryan Couture fight, he improves in every area. You know, his stand-up looks better, his ground game, everything about it. Every time I see Ryan fight, he's constantly improving, and I hope he's on the fight card in September with Patrick, and we share the same locker room again, because we've had good luck, you know, the last few times that's happened.
I'm going to keep this short tonight. I appreciate the time. Would you like to promote your gym, promote your Twitter?
Oh, absolutely. I'm just Matt Lindland on Twitter, and we're Team Quest MMA on the net. Just put tqmma.com. Check us out. We're opening up more gyms all the time. We just had a champion over in Thailand from our Thailand gym. Our Reading location's doing great. Just see what we're doing with FitQuest. The FitQuest program, we're licensing that out to anybody that wants to use our fitness program. And that's what I'm doing out in Boise, Idaho, is I'm just adding more knowledge to our fitness program with Ivan's systems. You'll be able to see more Suplex products on our site, as well as the Hertz training systems, and I mean, we're doing all kinds of great things. So if somebody's out there and wants to license that program, it's it's nothing new. You know, we're not reinventing the wheel. It's fitness and getting guys in peak conditioning. But, you know, companies like CrossFit, they're out there that are doing that stuff. They aren't doing it for sports specific. We are. This is a sports specific conditioning program. And you don't have to be a Team Quest gym to license this program. It's our FitQuest program. And it's just FitQuest WOD, W-O-D, on Twitter as well. See the workouts every day. We're posting the workout of the day on that. And guys are loving it. We're licensing that thing out to gyms every day. If somebody's picking up a license going, hey, can we do the FitQuest program? We're just giving it away. Like I said, gyms like CrossFit and stuff are charging a couple grand a year to be affiliated, and we just want to see people that are in this sport, martial artists, get the right kind of training, the functional training movements, and we just want to see them successful.
Okay, Matt, thanks for the time. Have a good one.
All right, you bet.
Okay, man, see ya.